Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a man who owns the world, a man whose name is etched into the very fabric of the 21st century. He has conquered the roads with electric fire, he has touched the heavens with steel and flame, and he has connected the human brain to the digital void. This man is Elon Musk. But tonight, we aren't looking at the CEO. We aren't looking at the Iron Man of our time. We are looking at a man standing alone in a room full of trophies, feeling the crushing weight of a silence that no amount of money can fill. Elon Musk recently shared a vision that shocked the world. It wasn't about a new rocket or a brain chip. It was about a signature on a piece of paper that would give away everything he has ever built. His entire estate, his shares, his billions, his life's work, handed over to a future wife before she even proves her loyalty. Why would the most calculated man on earth do something so seemingly reckless? The answer lies in a deep human realization. Elon has spent his life solving the hardest equations in physics, but he finally stumbled upon the hardest equation of the heart. Achievement without connection is a golden cage. He is tired of being the richest man in a fortress of solitude. He is ready to gamble the one thing he has never dared to risk before, his vulnerability. This is not a story of financial loss, it is a story of emotional rebirth. For 20 years, Elon Musk has lived as a soldier. To build companies like Tesla and SpaceX when the entire world wanted them to fail, you have to build walls. You have to be cold. You have to be strategic. Elon admits that he guarded the gates of his life with an intensity that borders on madness. He treated every relationship like a system to be monitored, every person like a variable to be calculated. But here is the dark truth that he has finally faced. The same armor that protects you from the arrows of your enemies also prevents the touch of a friend. He built walls so high that even love, the most powerful force in the universe, could not climb them. He mistook detachment for discipline. He mistook isolation for independence. Imagine the cost of that armor. Imagine the tension of always being on guard, of never being able to exhale because you are afraid that if you let your guard down, someone will take what you have earned. This is the armor of success. It glitters in the sun. It looks impressive to the public, but inside, the man is suffocating. Elon realized that he didn't want to be celebrated everywhere and known nowhere. He realized that the life he built for protection had actually become his prison. This is the moment he decided to pick up the pen, not to defend his empire, but to demolish the walls around his soul. Elon Musk is a master of first principles thinking. He breaks everything down to its fundamental truths. So he applied this logic to his own happiness. He looked at his empire, the gigafactories, the launch pads, the satellites, and then he looked at his heart. He performed a spiritual calculation. On one side, there was control. Control gives you safety. It gives you the illusion that you can't be hurt. But the cost of control is distrust and loneliness. On the other side, there was trust. Trust is dangerous. Trust means you might lose it all, but trust is the only portal to true connection. He decided that trust is not a business transaction, it is a spiritual signature. He said, signing over everything is not about losing power, it's about proving that love never required power to begin with. This is the ultimate 1% mindset. While the rest of the world is busy protecting their small piles of gold, the man with the biggest pile is ready to throw it all away just to feel something real. He is teaching us that if you can't trust before the proof arrives, you will never truly trust even when it's there. Trust is a posture, not a reaction. It is the courage to be seen, fully and transparently, with no leverage and no exit strategy. What does it mean to leave a legacy? In the old world, legacy was about buildings with your name on them. In Elon's new world, legacy is about the resonance you leave within another human being. He wants to leave a habit of faith. He wants to prove that progress without presence is just motion, not growth. He speaks of a quiet image, a dinner table at dusk, no lawyers, no press, no strategies, just a pen and a promise. He wants to instill a silence that feels like home. Can you imagine the power of that? The richest man on earth craves a silence where he doesn't have to be Elon Musk. He just wants to be. He understands that if his future wife were to take every asset, every share, and every relic of his achievement, it would be a small price to pay for the freedom of having loved without fear. He is glorifying alignment over property. He is choosing warmth over wealth. This is a lesson for every entrepreneur, every dreamer, and every warrior watching this. Do not build an empire if you are going to be the only one sitting on the throne. A throne.
But let's go deeper into the mind of the man who has everything. Why now? Why at the peak of his power? Because the world sees Elon Musk as a machine, but every machine has a limit. For years, he has been the one who solves everyone else's problems. He fixes the environment, he fixes transportation, he fixes space travel. But who fixes the soul of the man who is fixing the world? He realized that success has a shadow. The more powerful you become, the more people approach you with an agenda. They want a piece of your fame, a slice of your wealth, or a moment of your time to serve their own interests. This constant negotiation with the world creates a mental fatigue that no vacation can cure. Elon found himself living in a reality where every smile felt like a transaction. He reached a point where he started to question the very nature of human sincerity. Is it possible to be loved for who you are, or are we all just being loved for what we can provide? This is the haunting question that keeps the 1% awake at night. The Art of Emotional Demolition. This is why the act of signing over his estate is not just a gesture, it is an emotional demolition. He is intentionally destroying the bridge of leverage. In business, you always keep leverage, you keep the upper hand. But in love, leverage is a poison. If a woman knows he has protected himself with 1,000 legal clauses, she can never truly be certain if he trusts her. And if she doesn't feel trusted, she can never fully surrender her own heart. Elon is breaking the cycle of conditional love. He is saying, I will give you the weapon to destroy me just to prove that I believe you won't use it. That is the most hardcore thing a human can do. It's like standing on a battlefield without a shield, not because you are weak, but because you are so strong that you no longer fear death. He is trading property for possibility. He is trading a kingdom for a moment of genuine, unfiltered human connection. He is proving that the only way to find a soulmate is to first be willing to lose your soul's assets. The rebirth of the human spirit. So what happens after the signature? What happens when the keys are on the table and the ego is finally silent? Elon suggests that this is where life truly begins. He calls it emotional freedom. Imagine the lightness of not having to protect anything. Imagine the power of being able to say, take it all, I am still me. This is the ultimate evolution. We spend the first half of our lives building our empires, and if we are wise, we spend the second half learning how to give them away without losing ourselves. Elon Musk is showing us that progress without connection is just motion. He is redefining the 2026 mindset, where wealth is not measured by your bank balance, but by the number of people you can trust with your life. He is moving from being a builder of things to a builder of trust. And in that transition, he is finding a peace that all the satellites in the sky could never find for him.